What's good, y'all? Checking in one time. On my way to get a haircut, I told y'all that I wasn't gonna check back in with y'all until I got a haircut. So that's what I'm here to do. Hollering at my homeboy Dre the barber. One of the best barbers I know out here in Atlanta. So holla at him if you need it. That's not paid promo either. I gotta say that all the time. I see a lot of people say that. So I'm just making sure y'all know. Now your boy is fresh, you know. Appreciate Dre for that. I said I wanted to talk to you guys about something. So let's talk. All right.
You know we headed to the top.
So earlier this year, I got really addicted to YouTube. Like, I'm going to it every day. I subscribed to a lot of different channels and just really got into it. One channel that I really gravitated toward was Casey Neistat. Casey is a filmmaker based out of New York City. He's done documentary series with HBO. He does commercials with Nike, Samsung, Mercedes-Benz, just to name a few. 3 years ago, he started a daily vlog.
I'm starting a proper daily vlog.
The daily vlog is his day-to-day. He takes you with him as he goes to events. He's boosted boarding through New York City, which is a motorized skateboard. He does Q&As. He just really tells a story of his day very well. And for it, he's gotten quite popular. The thing that Casey does, though, is he presents everything in a cool way. He is the cool guy. And because of this, he's become an inspiration to a lot of youth. They want to now become filmmakers and be just as cool as Casey. See, that part is very important to me. Understand, when I was younger, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have social media, we just had TV and magazines. And for me, I looked up to athletes and artists. So I wanted to play basketball like Allen Iverson, and I wanted to rap like Jay-Z. The cool factor, that really stands for something. When I was a kid, that's what mattered to me is, are you still cool as an adult? Allen Iverson, Jay-Z, of course they was cool. They was the epitome of cool. So that's who I gravitated toward. Those were my heroes growing up. See, I've always been good with computers, but for me, there were no cool people that look like me, talk like me, act like me, doing computers. And that was a problem, you know? Like, I never looked up to Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. I think I joked around saying I'm gonna be the next Bill Gates, but in the back of my mind, I knew that I wasn't really gonna be the next Bill Gates. Bill Gates didn't relate to me. He's a white guy from California in the suburbs, you know, and for me, I'm a kid from East Orange, New Jersey, went to school in Augusta, Georgia, and military brat and moved around a little bit. So I really couldn't relate. There were no things to relate there. And in my opinion, that still does not exist today. Now, there was a tiny shift. I mean, Barack Obama was the president of the United States. A black man was the president of the United States. We had the coolest president of the United States as a black man. Like, what other beacon is there? You know, like, I can't imagine being a kid growing up in the era of Barack Obama being president. It gives you so much confidence. It gives you the ability to say, I can actually do that because someone that I can relate to has done it. Now, those are still big shoes to fill, to be president of the entire country. So that's not enough in my opinion. We still need black men doing more than just being athletes and entertainers to showcase, to put in front of the youth, to show them as a beacon of success. And that's where this comes from. So what I'm hoping is to show the other side of the coin, to show that there's someone out there that they can relate to, that's doing very well, that's successful, that's still cool, and give a young black kid something to aspire to be. So basically, I'm speaking to the young 13-year-old Doug. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, is showing what would have gotten my attention when I was that age. What would I have thought was cool and be like, I kind of want to do that. How does that happen? With this, it starts here. So the more that you guys support, the more that you guys share, the more that you guys like and subscribe and just spread the word about what I'm doing and get on board and to help this channel grow, the greater my chances to reach the youth and to show them something more. That's really why I do this. I'm very passionate about this. I just had a conversation with my mom about it, and I got riled up. In my opinion, and from what I see, there aren't many YouTube channels out there, black owned, that do this type of content. You know, we have MKBHD, Your Average Consumer that does tech, Swoozy, and the Rennies that do comedy. You know, there's a few others out there like beauty and reaction and prank channels. They exist. I'm not gonna lie, they exist, but there's none that showcase this, that does this type of thing. Somewhat in a way that Casey Neistat has the ability to showcase his life and to be a beacon as to something that the youth can gravitate toward. That really doesn't exist, and I really feel like that should exist. There should be more of that on YouTube. So I'm hoping to bring that to the fold. You know, that's kind of where I'm going with it, and that's where I really want to be. I feel like I'm a very cool dude, and I surround myself around cool people, successful cool people, and I'm hoping to showcase that to the world. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like the internet has evened the playing field, so the youth gets exposed to a lot more, but I still feel like there's a void there, just in my opinion. One thing I don't want to come off as like a black power thing, because that's not really who I am. So that's why I do this. I'm trying to grow this channel and hopefully become a beacon for the youth, for a young black kid that was like myself, to show them that there's more out there that they could potentially do. Whether I start a trend where there's other black content creators that's on YouTube doing this and showcasing what they do on a day-to-day basis, I really don't care. I just want there to be more to put in front of the black youth than what's out there right now. Success comes in many shapes and forms, but if all you see as a black kid that black men and women are successful as athletes and entertainers, then you grow up thinking that that's the only way that you can truly be successful. That's just my opinion. So again, I'm hoping that you help me out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like the videos, share it, and let's make a change. It's your boy Wise.